Old single shoulder Rachel's recording over here.
Sassy shoulder Rachel in the house.
I mean, technically, it could be a hunchback.
No. You are wrong.
No, you're wrong.
It's fine. You do you.
No, fuck, not again. God damn it. Like, seriously, like, you just that alone, you could be an actress. Like, fucking, it scares the shit out of me because it's so real. Your
Hi,
real voice.
everybody. It's the Brightside with Mikey and Rachel.
I'm Mikey.
I'm Rachel.
And this. And this. And this. And no, and this.
This.
No, this is.
This is the podcast.
That we talk about.
This is actually the podcast.
No, this is the podcast, though.
This is the podcast.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Where we talk about Lindy Hop, opinions, and where you get to listen to us laugh for hours on end.
We're getting
Old
close
Giggles
to like
McGee over here just laughing away.
I'm fucking working off of 2 hours of sleep, so I'm going to be giggling at everything you say, and you're
2
feeling already
hours.
woozy. You're feeling already woozy, right? Because
I
you're
mean,
like sicky
I've
sick.
been sick all week. I felt terrible. I felt like hot liquid garbage all day.
Oh, I mean, it could be worse. You could be like cold liquid garbage no one cares for, and everyone steps on in the middle of the street or something.
Cold liquid death. Piddly puddling in the street.
Exactly.
No one even notices except when they accidentally get their shoe wet in me.
Whoa, that's what she said. No, that's disgusting. So how you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I have
Besides
something-
being sick.
Besides being sick, I'm doing well. I have something to announce.
Oh my god.
I know. I already put it on Facebook, but for those who aren't
saw.
friends with me, you guys are really missing out.
Bunch of jerks.
I am going to San Francisco for 3 months with my job. Remember a couple weeks ago when I was like boo-hooing about how I didn't get moved forward in that interview process?
And
well,
then
it turns out that they had this other job that they were offering to me.
Other plans for Rachel.
They had other plans. So I will be in San Francisco and maybe New York. We don't know yet.
Whoa, that's cool.
I know.
So you have to
Yeah.
do really good up there.
I have to do really good.
That's awesome. But you're
I'm
going to move
gonna
up there
be-
during Fog City Stomp.
Yeah, I'm moving
So
next
it's like in 2-3 weeks?
Wednesday.
Oh, shit. That's next week?
Wednesday.
Sweet
I know.
Jesus.
I'm flying out there for Fog City Stomp. And then I am sticking around. So all you Bay Area people, watch out. Be prepared. Because you're stuck with me for 3 months.
Old Laffy Dahlenburg over here is going to be stuck in
Well,
San Francisco.
Well, Laffy Dahlenburg is going to be heading up north for a couple of months.
I love what
Are
you said.
you prepared?
I love what you said in your post. You're like, I like brunch.
Some things that you might need answered. One, I love brunch. Someone show me the good brunch places.
I mean, you can throw a stone and hit 5 different brunch places, I assume, in fucking just a block of San Francisco.
Oh, I'm sure that is absolutely true, but that doesn't mean they're all good.
Oh.
I have high standards.
I've heard. I know. Not that taco shop. We have
You
to go
know-
to the good taco shop.
You gotta go to the good taco shop. I'll tell you what. My realtor. That's right. I have a realtor.
So many big things happen to the Rachel Dahlenburgs.
So many things happening to Rachel Dahlenburg. We were with our realtor, and he took us to get tacos, and he was like, "Oh, this is my favorite taco shop. You have to try this place. It's called Hugo Tacos in the Valley. Have you heard
Yugo
of it?
Tacos.
Hugo Tacos.
No, Yugo
And
Tacos.
he was like, these are the best. They're so good. And I was like, they're pretty good, but they're not as good as my taco shop.
That's
right
what
around
she
the
said.
corner from my house, which I'm going to be so sad to leave. Oh, no.
No, you don't. No, because like there are really good ones in San Francisco too. I mean, like burritos mostly, but like tacos too.
Bum, bum, bum.
You guys can't see this, but she's making a peace sign for some reason. I don't get it.
R.I.P.
I thought that was for like.
Peace.
I thought that was for like vagina taco or something
Get your head out of your ass. Come on, Mikey. Get your head in the game.
I can't. I'm not here. But here's the thing. So you're gonna feel my pain about like not having the tacos you want when you want it.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I mean, but I really think you'll find a taco shop out there because they're really delicious out there too.
No, I think so too. I think there will be a lot of really awesome stuff going on, and I'm really excited to hang out with all the San Francisco humans.
Yeah, that'd be super awesome. I'm jealous of that. Actually, I would love to like spend a long amount of time in San Francisco. That place is amazing.
Well,
But I mean, so many tacos. Man, now I'm hungry. Now
it's only tacos.
But it's like it's 10:30 out here, and like I could go out and and I could go out and eat something, but like I don't want tapas.
Man, tapas. I don't know.
I
It's
don't
like
like tapas.
expensive tiny plates.
Sometimes it depends. If you go to the good places, apparently that's the ones where like you actually get the good stuff. Apparently,
really?
I've been going all the touristy spots. But I know a few really good. I know a few really good places now that I've been here enough times. But check it out. So like I did a Netflix shooting today.
Mikey's a movie star, you guys.
Hey,
He's
whoa,
in
whoa,
the
whoa,
movies.
Whoa.
It's TV.
It's not just TV. It's Netflix.
It's Netflix. God, that's a great slogan, isn't it?
It is. We should sell that shit.
Netflix, you should hire me. Hire me for your next event.
I mean, I'm just chopped liver over here, I guess.
It's not just TV. It's Netflix.
It's Netflix. I mean, I think HBO did the same thing. But anyways, so no, but I was filming since 1:30 this morning, up until
1:30 this morning.
Up until 1:30 in the afternoon. So we filmed for 12 hours.
And then you had to teach classes after that, right?
Well, yeah, I came back home and it took about an hour to get home, and I slept for 2 hours, and then got up and got ready, and then went to go teach for 2 hours, and then now I'm back here talking to your funky ass.
Well, hot dog. Isn't that amazing? What a trooper. Shall we just give you a round of applause?
No, don't. I hate you. She's applauding you guys. She actually applauded.
I applauded you.
But yeah, I mean, it was fun. Fuck, man, it was so tiring. I love that movie industry, fucking all that cool shit that the people do. Yeah. But like seriously, those actors need to get their shit together, because so many times we were on point and they were like, and they stop and then turn around. They're like, cut, back to one. I'm like, fucking back to one.
You know, it's so funny. So there's like a ton of construction going on around my cafe right now.
Because they need to fucking fix that neighborhood up.
That's right. I mean, a little bit. I work a block away from Skid Row.
So a lot of it.
So, but they're like building this giant shopping center, and there's like all this other stuff going on.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And on the corner is a gas station. They're building a gas station. And I saw it go up finally like 2 days ago.
You're so excited. Like, your face is good. They're building a gas station.
Hang on. Wait till you hear the twist. There's a twist. I was like, I can't believe they're building a gas station right here. Like, of all the places, like, they're just like, what are they going to do? Like, knock down these old, beautiful buildings for this disgusting-looking gas station? And then today I was driving by on my way home and realized that it's a movie set.
Oh, they're filming a gas station movie, apparently?
They're filming over there.
So you're just going to wander on over and hopefully like someone will go, hey, you, lady, we need that lady with the short hair and the glasses.
You're exactly the person that we've been needing this entire time. Can you act? And I'll be like, oh, me? Oh, probably. And they'll be like, you're hired. Here's $10 million. And I'll be like, underpaying me a bit much? Whatever.
I love that I feel like I think so highly of myself, and then Rachel goes a little bit further. That's so good. And this is why we're friends.
That's why we're friends.
So it's good times. That sounds like fucking fun. Like being around a movie set is always super super fun because there's always something fucking happening. It's always like people running around and doing shit and putting stuff on the ground, ripping shit up, and then putting stuff in the cameras and then fixing them and doing stuff.
It's super fun, except for when you're not actually a part of the set.
Because parking's a bitch.
Because parking's a bitch. For example, yesterday I got to work at 5:50 in the morning. 5:50 in the morning.
5:50.
And there was no place to park. No place to park.
What
at 5:50 in the morning.
Assholes.
Before 6 a.m. I know, right? It's
Get
like,
used to
okay.
It. Get used to it.
Do they even know who I am?
Oh, no.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Is this just happen when you get sick? You just fucking start going off.
Oh, real talk. It's happening right here. Real talk, talking about the real talk. Yeah.
Another Rachel jingle for your little earlobes over there, buddy.
You didn't see my hair flip at the end, everybody, but it was totally there during that pause.
I can see the remnants of it. It's fucking cray.
It was glorious.
So I just got back also from Lindy Shock, which is in Budapest, Hungary. And first of all, that city is fucking gorgeous.
I bet it is.
And second of all, this is an event that is crazy for multiple reasons, but all the craziness make it one of the best events in Europe. One of them, and it's just a small thing, it's on 3 boats that are like all connected together on a dock.
Really?
Yeah.
Like the whole event is on a boat?
Almost like some of the classes are off on the mainland.
Does the boat get sweaty?
Yeah, the boat gets real sweaty, but it's 3 boats, right? So like in each boat they have like 1 or 2. No, there's one main floor on the main boat on the big boat, and then there's 2
really
on the
big
other
boats?
one, and then one of the other one. Like they're like the kind of boats that like you would jump on to like go cruise down the river for like a couple hours and then like have dinner on. Yeah, they're like river boats, but not like New Orleans style river boats, like the modern day ones, like that are really long.
Like a cruise ship?
No, not like a cruise ship.
Like a
but
yacht?
Like, yeah, like big yachts.
Charlie, come on.
I just saw you look over and I was like, I'll wait. Fucking Charlie.
She's just trying to get into the cabinet where I've got those roach traps. Oh my God, you guys. Okay, I have to tell this story because I've been continuing this saga of the cockroaches. Mm-hmm. After we finished recording yesterday, Mikey and I were still talking to each other, and the health inspector shows up.
Oh yeah,
the
that's
city
right.
health inspector, and he's like, "Hey, anything going on that we need to know about in your apartment?" And I was like, "Well, we have termites and we have roaches, and did I even tell you that the handle on my shower broke, and so the only way we could take a shower was if we turned it on and off with a wrench?"
Dude, that is like what is that? Money pit style.
Right? And so he came through, and the creme de la creme of everything was that he went through my cabinets and there was a dead roach in one of my cabinets, and he was like, "Oh, I see a dead roach right there." And I was like, yes, like the one time that being lazy and not cleaning up the roach had like actually done something for me, because I was like, ew, this is so gross. I don't want to touch it. Not that I would actually touch it with my hands because that's disgusting. Like, I'm not a heathen. But
we got gloves for that shit.
I know, right? It's just like in a weird spot, and I'm going to have to like move my pots and pans and everything. It's like, it's just inconvenient, okay?
Cleaning is inconvenient.
I'm a busy person.
That is the point of it. Cleaning takes up a lot of your time.
Yeah, and it's small, and so I was like, well, I'm not going to move it right now. And glory of glories, the health inspector sees it. And what happened? The very next day, pest control came out, and they came and fixed our handle right away. And I discovered they did not have proper permits for my laundry room. We have laundry in our unit.
Yeah.
They converted a closet into a laundry room, but they did it illegally. And now they have to obtain all of these permits in order to get it done legally.
Does that mean they have to like rip out your laundry room? Like,
I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know
But-
what's going to happen.
But you're still gonna do your laundry.
I'm still going to do my laundry. Another reason why we're moving, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, one of the many on the list.
One of the many
Yeah.
on the list. Anyway.
So, anyways, 3 boats.
Boats.
So many things. But like, no, this event is crazy. It's like, it gave me like, I could talk about it for a long time, but one of the 2 things that I want to talk about is, one of it is it gave me a really good idea or scope of like the European Lindy Hop scene, which is like, it is on a right track. Like, I think it's weird because it's like, I feel like Lindy Hop is an American dance, and to understand it even further. I mean, like, it's worldly dance now, but it started in America, and like, to really understand Lindy Hop, I feel like you have to feel that American spirit, that ye old, like, go out there and make it on your own and be independent and be different. Yay old spirit, without getting into all the politics right now, but like, whatever. But the thing is, the thing is I feel like they're really getting into it in their own way, but also kind of like paying homage to the spirit of like that old America that is like fucking awesome, and that is so alive and well out there, and still maintaining like their weirdness and different feelings.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it is more than ever, and it just gave me a really good scope of that. And the other thing is, because of that scope, and because it was over like 1,200 people there on 3 boats. Yeah, it was insane.
1,200 people on 3 boats. That's
Yeah.
like 400 people a boat.
I mean, did you just do that math in your head? Like, that's insane.
That's cuckoo banana boat.
Oh, I am gonna give you a slow clap.
Not
But yeah,
slow
yeah.
enough.
Yeah. So along with that, like, the other thing is, I was so fucking ton of people that like I had never seen dance before, or I've never met before. So I had a ton of really good first dances.
That's awesome.
And I went there just to have fun and party and like dance from 10 p.m. at night to 8 in the morning the next day for 3 nights, even though it went on for 5 nights, and I didn't know that, so I came home early. But yeah, it was really full, and it got me thinking of like a lot of first time dances, or like good dances I've ever had, and like the best first dance before this past weekend that I remember. Well, I mean, so many different levels, but like the best first dance actually was with Laura Keat, and it was in a dance contest, and we won that dance contest.
Aww.
It was ULHS 2004, and we had never danced together ever. We had seen each other at like a dance event beforehand, and then we never danced. And then we danced in that contest, and we won the contest. And
Was it a Jack and Jill?
It was a Jack and Jill, and just imagine that old ALHC clip that I showed you before, where I'm just being like a jerk. I was a little less jerk in that one.
Ooh.
And I think that's and of course fucking Laura is just awesome. She's went along with everything all my little stupid little things. So
less jerk in your jerk flakes that morning.
yeah,
huh?
yeah, it was really cool. But like, do you remember one of your best first dances?
Oh man, I remember this dance. I don't know who the dude was, but it was the dance that I realized that I really loved Lindy Hop, that I was like really excited about it.
I like that, yeah.
And it was also like a first dance with this dude, Mr. Stranger.
Mr. Stranger.
It was in 2008, 2007. It was in 2007 at Lindy Fest. Ironically, in the Blues Room, or I think they might have called it the Soul Room.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That sounds better.
Before, they went their separate ways.
That sounds more Lindy Festy.
Yeah. It was like a lot of Michael Jackson and like fun stuff. It wasn't like super bluesy.
Right.
Anyway, I danced with this dude. I'm sure it was fucking terrible. I'm sure it was a terrible dance. But I was so exhilarated by the end that I was like, oh, now I love Lindy Hop. I love Lindy Hop.
That is so cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Like I didn't see that coming, but like I like the fact that like you had the experience of like, I love Lindy Hop through feeling in a different kind of style of music.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
No, that's super fucking cool.
I mean,
think.
But I feel like most people who'd be like, oh, I love Lindy Hop, and it's because I had this dance to this Lindy Hop song.
Yeah, that's totally valid too. But I think we kind of like hold ourselves to those like same old feelings just because like we all kind of, oh well, I've had that feeling before. I've had that feeling too. But I think like having that different feeling where it's like a roundabout way of doing it. Yeah. Or like whatever, just an opposite way of doing it. Like it's so fucking cool. That I just again like it goes to the whole idea of like Lindy Hop being like go make it your own way, go do it your own way, go be different, go be weird.
Your own way.
Go your own way. Fucking harmonize
Listen
that one,
to
right?
that song today.
Yeah, I fucking love that song. Fleetwood Mac.
It's classic.
It is so good. Like I'll hear it and get pumped up. Like I'm like, yo, let's do this.
Let's do it right now.
Let's clean up that roach.
We gonna do it. Well, now I am gonna clean it up since the health inspector came.
It's still there. That's what you just told me.
Okay.
It is still there. That is what you just implied.
To be fair, I have been sick all week. I stayed home from work on Monday. And yesterday and today, I'm already in my jammy jams. Okay, it's 2:45 in the afternoon. I'm in my jammy jams.
It's the jam. What are you gonna do? But
I'm gonna go to bed right after this. As soon as we're done.
Avi, with both cats, so you guys can expect a little Instagram treat. You know what's gonna happen. You're gonna see the cats.
They've been sleeping with me all night long. It's so cute.
That's because you're running a fever, and they're like, ooh, warm.
They're like, oh, let's get close to this.
Speaking of that, like, how about a different way of taking it? Like, so instead of talking about like all the like fun and technical stuff, have you ever had an emotional connection through a dance before? Like any kind, not just the first dance anymore, just any kind of dance, like an emotional connection through a song or through a dance where you're just like, this is gonna stick in my head for a long time.
Ooh. That's a good one. I think the answer to that is yes, but at the moment, I can't think of a particular dance.
Cool.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. I mean, I got one.
Okay.
I got one to think about. And like, it was so weird because like for the longest time, the person I danced with, I'll tell you the name in a minute, but like the person I danced with, like I was like, like I've heard her name and like I've heard things and nothing bad in it per se, just kind of like, whatever. And then I danced with Evita Arce for the first time, and there was like this like weird kind of like, oh my goodness, like, oh, I'm in a different world. Like her and like Joe Hofberg have like the same idea, like where they're so vivid with their life, they're so vivid with their dancing that you can't help but fall into their world when you dance with them. And the first time I danced with Evita was the first time I had ever felt like something like that before. And I want to say it was like Beantown, but whatever. But it was something on the East Coast. And we danced together, and I was just like, what just happened? And I'm pretty sure we danced like 5 songs in a row.
Yeah.
And it was so incredible because I had been so used to like that person. Like, I don't know if you know this about me, but I got a pretty big personality.
Oh, what? Oh,
I know, right?
Dang, that is brand new news to me. New news.
Okay, so we had a diggity-dang dance, and it was so cool to feel that from the other side. And I ever since then I've just like had this connection with her where we're like we just like we fall into each other's worlds and we like, you know, we tumble around and we go through water fountains and unicorns pick us up and like it just feels so vivid and it feels so personal and in the moment. And those dances I'll never forget. Like those, I definitely make that emotional connection with Evita on so many levels.
Yeah. That's cool. I wonder, what do you think it is that creates such vividness?
Like in Evita or just in general in the dance?
Just in general in the dance. I mean, you could use Evita as an example.
don't know, like some sort of either. And there's nothing to say on Evita. Like I just think personally, like for me, I know for sure it's like my super strong, like secure feeling, and also my super weird insecurities.
Yeah.
You know, like, cause it makes me want to be better than what I can usually be. And with every song, I can kind of try in that and be better every time. As a dancer and like a human being with emotions, and I feel like that's what we try to do. We try to create something that we can actually manage, because maybe sometimes our lives aren't the best or the most secure, but like for those like 2.5 minutes with somebody else, like you can create something out of almost nothing, basically.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that can create a vividness where it sucks people in, like someone like Sky and Frida, or even to be honest, like on the same scale but on the opposite end, like Kevin and Joe.
Yeah.
Where like you can't help but watch them, and you could say like, oh, they're so charismatic or they're so like powerful, but really it's just like they're so centered on each other that you're just drawn in. It's like two magnets, and then you're just kind of sucked in because you're an extra piece of metal around, you know, type thing.
Yeah, I feel like the best dances that I've ever had, or the best connections that I've ever had with someone, is when I'm listening the best.
Ooh, I like that a lot. Yeah, as a follow, I think in my kind of stupid way of thinking as a leader, but like it's like, yeah, of course, listening. You listen, but I think listening has a lot to say on another scale. Like for me, like I think of listening as like, yeah, I'm interpreting what you're saying, but also I think maybe you're saying that you could fucking prove me wrong, and you probably will. And is it like you like hear it and then you respond to it, right? It's like a kind of secular thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think that that's true, but I think on a deeper level, I'm like just honestly listening to what they're saying. Like if you're having a really deep conversation with somebody, you're really paying attention to them. You're looking at them, you're responding to them, you're thinking about what they're saying. Mm-hmm. And I think that my most successful dances have been when I'm doing that with my partner and they're doing it in response.
Yeah.
Because after all, I'm only half of the dance.
You guys, she pushed her glasses up so smoothly as if to prove that she just put a period on the end of that statement. Boop.
A little period.
I mean that
Small
that
but
is
mighty. The period. Isn't it?
Isn't it? I mean, isn't it though?
Is it? Is it though?
Old single shoulders back. But you're right. No, you're totally right. You're totally right. I mean, there's often, especially nowadays, I feel like I'm more aware of that. Like, I mean, 18 years later after starting, like I'm more aware of that, and I get picky when I see things like on YouTube or in person, like especially dance contests or performances, where I see one of the partners, leader or follower, like just completely ignoring their partner.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just like, why are you looking out to the crowd? You haven't even looked or made any eye contact or any connection with your partner besides holding their hand. And I'm just like, why the fuck do you need that out there? Not to say that like looking out of the crowd isn't the most horrible thing in the world. No, it's not. It's just like there's times to do it, and there's times where you could just feel like you're just trying to like make the coolest move instead of making the best dance you could possibly make at that moment with your partner.
I think that's one of my biggest pet peeves, though, is seeing somebody perform or compete and watching them just totally mow over their partner just so that they can put on a show for themselves. It's so selfish. And what really bugs me about it is not that the person is doing it, but that the audience buys into it.
Yeah.
Every time.
Every time. Well, the thing is they buy into it because it feels like they're actually bringing them in. So it's placating to what they want. They want to be a part of that dance.
Yeah.
Like that's what makes a good performer, I think, in my book. And the idea that like they're dancing so well, they're dancing for the heat of it, but there's still a divide between the dancers and the audience. And so sometimes when you look at them, they're like, yeah, I'm a part of the dance now. So I think it just kind of, that's when it gets cheesy. Like you're just giving them what they want as opposed to giving them something they didn't even know they wanted.
Cheap tricks.
Cheap tricks. So that brings us to the next thing, like so the contest. Like, what's the best contest dance you've ever had?
Ooh, man. I feel like the best contest dance I ever had was probably this year. It was probably
2016.
back in 2016. In the 21st century. Technology, history, literature.
Back when you only had one single shoulder.
Back when I only had one single sassy shoulder. A total inside joke, you guys. The joke is like 5 seconds old, so we're laughing a lot about it.
I love it.
It's
so funny.
It's just sticking one shoulder up close to your face.
No, but that's also
sassy.
But that's also your anime name.
Sassy shoulder.
Sassy single shoulder.
Sassy single shoulder. Anyway.
To me, it's hilarious because I could just see it.
I think it was probably when I danced in the prelims, actually, in the Strictly at Lindy Fest with Carl.
Mm-hmm.
Because first of all, Carl is awesome. What a guy. Such a
Great
good dancer. Great butt.
Great butt.
But also, like, dancing with him makes me feel really confident, and I was feeling very confident in that competition. And so I think technically I looked good, and also, like, he and I were, like, riffing hard off of each other, and we were dancing hard, and that feels good to, like, dance your heart out and then at the end be like, oh, I'm all spaghetti wobbly legs over here. I can't move another muscle. I can't dance another step.
Would that be euphoric? Is that the word for
Fork?
it? Euphoric.
Euphoric. I was like, fork? That doesn't make sense.
I think that was a timeout in the FaceTime. Yeah.
Euphoric. Yeah. I mean, like, it was one of the few contests where, like, I wasn't nervous. I wasn't thinking about the judges. I wasn't thinking about the other competitors. It was just me and Carl banging some cool shit out on the floor.
Nice.
And that
That's
felt
dope.
really good.
Yeah, of course. I mean, in so many ways, I think we go back and forth as a Lindy Hop scene, where especially as individuals in the dance, where we like really want to be clean and we really want to like work on our technique and like make lines look good and like make things
My final frontier.
whatever. Yeah, right. But then we have the other side of it, like where it's just like, you know what? Maybe I could just think of this and just like be awesome, knock down, throw fucking everything to the wall and see what sticks dance. And I think more often than not, like I fall into that category too.
Oh, I
like,
totally do.
Definitely go over to the I need to make a shape, I need to make a line for sure. But like I think like I'm just like I want to see what happens and then you know deal with the consequences.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think the other thing that was so great about it was how much clarity I had leaving the competition.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was able to think back and be like, oh yeah, I clearly remember all this stuff, instead of being like, it was all a blur, I don't know what's going on.
That's cool.
You know what I mean? Or having
totally.
those couple of moments where like, man, I really messed up, but I don't remember the rest of it.
Oh yeah. I mean, for me, I had like so many of those feelings, like both sides of like I just remember being so present and I remember every little point, and then other ones where I'm like, well, I just remember all the bad points. But like probably the best dance contest I've ever had was me and Joe last year.
Oh, such good. Are you talking about your classic?
Yeah.
It was classic.
Yeah, I mean, I was at Showcase. Yeah, even though we botched the fucking aerial at ILHC. Like we did it twice. We did it at ILHC and then we did it at Camp Hollywood. And
I don't remember you guys botching it.
And ILHC we botched it but like people, I don't think people like really knew either. But like the thing is I was supposed to lift her up and lift her over my shoulder and then back behind me, and then I only got her to my chest and I had to put her back down.
Oh.
Because I did the hold wrong, and even then, like we nailed it completely, and we were so much more relaxed at Camp Hollywood because we were done with it. Like we were done it one time and that was it. But for me, like even with that botched feeling, nothing will ever beat the real experience that we had showing it to everybody at ILHC first, and that just like fresh and like we had not kept it hidden, but we had kept it like, like we showed people a couple things. We'd done it at Harangue once, like a half of it, and it was nothing will ever beat that, because I was like, it's like when I close my eyes I can see it so vividly, because like it's like that scene in the movie where like whatever dance thing or like fucking thing that happens on the stage, and like the main character looks out in the audience and it's nothing, you can't see anything, it's just light, and then whoever they're with, like that's what it was for me. It was just me and Joe, and I had like tried to, and Joe's a great performer, and she'll admit that she's probably a little bit guilty of looking at the crowd a little bit too much sometimes, or at least I'll admit it, whatever. But the thing is like with that routine, like I really wanted to force each other, both of us, because we can be gigantic hams.
Oh yeah.
And us together, like we're just a fucking whole pig. So yeah. I think with this one, I really wanted to tell her and tell myself that we could do this fucking thing. We could make this dance be about us, as long as we just keep each other in our eyesight and just look for each other. And that's what kept it so personal for me every time. And that's why that ILHC one will always be probably my favorite dance contest, for now at least.
Until the
next one. But I do have another one, actually, like very close second one. A close second, which also kind of goes off another category that we have here written down about it. And I don't know, like, do you want to tell it? Do you want to tell your side of it?
Yeah, I'll tell it. I'll tell it.
Yeah, you tell your side of it.
Because I know what Mikey's going to say.
Yeah.
So when was this? 2011? 2012?
2011, 11, 12? Something like that.
Mikey and I are dancing together at ILHC. And this was before we were really good friends. We were like just getting to know each other.
Yeah.
And at that point, I was like a much younger dancer. We're dancing, and I'm noticing that we're not dancing on beat. and I take a moment to be like, okay, why aren't we on beat? Is it me? And I was like, no, it's Mikey. And I've never had an experience before where I was dancing with a professional dancer who was dancing off beat. And so I was like,
I'm like sweating as you're telling the story.
Hey, Mikey, I think you're dancing off beat. And he was like, oh, I can't even hear the music. I'm so drunk.
Yeah.
I'm so drunk.
Yeah. And I was like totally dressed up. I was totally dressed up
like,
and getting ready for the contest.
I was like, but you have to compete in the Invitational strictly in 2 songs. How are you going to do that? And he was like, I don't know. I have no idea.
And then
I'm just going to go out there.
And then I just ran off away from you.
Yeah, you ran off. Well, I mean, we finished the song. Song, but then we ran away.
We tried to.
It was not Mikey's proudest moment, that dance.
No. I mean, I will, like, before we go on to the actual contest, like, it was like one of the first like Baltikirky parties out on the ledge,
on the
and it was like 6 hours before the contest, and I was like, okay, I'll spend like half an hour there and then go back to my room and rest and get ready. And when I did that, I was like, I must have drank so much, and it was so stupid. In hindsight, I should have never done it, and I know I will never do that again, because I am proud to say that I am smarter than that now. But the thing about it was, like, I danced with you, and I remember all of this, like, as you're telling me. That's why I'm like sweating, because like I'm like reliving it as a sober human being, and I'm like, oh my God, I remember the feeling, and I remember the look you gave me. And I was like scared shitless. So like, I don't know what happened, because in that after the next song, the contest started, and I started dancing with Annie, and adrenaline must have kicked in. It must have kicked out all of that toxins.
Because you guys killed it.
I mean, it felt perfect, but also at the same time, like, Annie is one of the best dancers, one of the best partners, one of the best people in the Lindy Hop scene that I know for sure. And I don't know if she knew or not, and I've never asked her about it.
She does now.
But someone will probably tell her, like, someone listening to Montreal's like, hey, did you know this one time? It was like, and she'll go, what? And then she'll fly over and smack me in the face. But the thing is like, yeah, like, I do not condone this at all. It is so stupid. But that is definitely one of the contests I remember, because it was incredible, like the adrenaline and mixed with some of the other stuff. But like it's just crazy, and we got second place. And I bet
And
you were
got second place.
I know you and Brett were like, how the hell? How is he doing this? What was happening?
What was really crazy is you guys didn't do like a lift per se or like an aerial, but she did, like she jumped really high.
Yeah.
And you
well, she does that. But like I had like right before that, like I was in harangue and I started coming up with this idea, and I was like, well, what if we take the tango, you know, like bump, 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 and then jump up and then bring back down, right? But if I was like, what if like I threw you up a little further and like turned underneath my arm, because I was really into that trick in which one is it? Is Hell's Poppin'? I mean, they do it a bunch, but in like Hell's Poppin', they do it one of the best, and it's Billy and Norma, and like he goes underneath his own arm and then like turns, and then as he's turning to face Norma again, he touches the ground and then like sends his legs out. And so he's just like in this like almost split position, but his like feet are still on the ground, but his butt and stuff aren't on the ground. Yeah. And so he's just like boom, 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 and he's like kind of trucking away.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's so cool, like the underarm turn to like down, and then like that almost splits, and then like kind of as a exit.
I know what you're talking about.
As an exit. So I was like, what if I threw you up really high? I turned under my arm, and then like as you came down, I touched the ground, and then I go in the like the almost splits, and then like we go off. And we tried a couple times. And the trick is to just do to have the follow actually help the leader turn, because they're up in an upward position. So like I'm just like, oh, that makes perfect. And yeah, so that's the first time we ever did that move. Like, I mean, Annie flies, like she knows the secret. She's a gymnast, and she knows the secret of how to hold her body in the air. So it's fucking amazing.
God. Yeah, you guys looked really good. I remember watching and being like, whoa, what happened? What just happened here?
Like a pump of adrenaline straight into the heart, and I was like, I'm fucking perfect now. Yeah, it was incredible. That was a great time that year.
I'll give all the credit to myself here for helping you work out all the drunk sweats before your big win in the competition. So you're welcome.
I mean, totally. I mean, okay. So since you're gonna take the credit, how about? Do you have any drunk stories?
You know what? I don't.
Really?
I don't.
I feel like one of your drunk stories might have happened in Texas, at like a Lone Star or something.
I've never competed drunk.
No, not competed. Just a drunk dance story.
Just dancing drunk.
Yeah. Like the memorable, where like, whatever, good or bad.
I don't know.
Maybe
good. I have danced drunk before, but I was never like super drunk, and it was never for anything important, and so I was just like having a drunk dance. But there was a phase in my life. I think when I tell you this phase that I'm in, you're gonna be like, "Oh, you're still in this phase." But I was in a phase where when I got drunk, I would have to tell everybody that I'm drunk. And so
I mean, you mean you're in the phase of being a responsible human being? Oh my gosh.
I do remember like going around, like if I got drunk at an event and then went out to the dance, I would go up to every single person and be like, "Hey, I just want to let you know that I'm drunk right now. So don't be alarmed. It's totally cool. I'm having a great time. I'm being responsible. And also I'm really funny when I'm drunk." Ha 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 ha.
Very true. I don't think I've seen you drunk in a long time, by the way. Like,
yeah, I just, I don't know.
I mean, I get it. I get it.
Drunk sometimes.
Yeah. But that's one of the things is like maybe we should do this. We should do this thing where like we start drinking just a little bit beforehand.
Oh.
And then as we record, we drink a little bit more, and as we do it, maybe have Brett around so he can comment on what we're doing.
He
could be the sober one.
A good experience.
I think that'd be fun.
Be a good experiment.
For funsies, just for funsies.
The thing is I've never been much of a party person.
Right.
Like, as much fun as I like having, I've never been like a party animal, and so I've never gone through like binge drinking phases or like. Mm-hmm. heavy drinking phases of any kind, or like blacking out or anything. Like I've never been that kind of person.
Right. I get it. You're just a normal, good person.
I'm just a normal. I'm a normal, perfect person.
And I'm a horrible heathen that for some reason travels the world being stupid.
That's right.
But yeah. I mean, yeah. Of course, you don't have to drink to fucking have a good time. I do find though, like, I like this much of like whiskey that lasts me the whole night.
Yeah.
And it feels so. It does kind of loosen me up. But that's me personally. I'm not gonna say that it works for everybody. So yeah. So okay, how about this? Best technically fun dance.
Well, I thought
like technique based.
Well, I thought I just said that.
Which one?
I just said it. The prelims with Carl. Were you not listening?
But you said that was throw down, like fucking go for it.
Yeah, but I also said best technically.
I missed that part.
I was baller.
I missed that part.
Maybe you should go back and watch the video. Maybe you don't remember judging me, but I was awesome. I crushed it.
I wasn't judging that one. Was I?
Were you not? I don't know.
I don't think I. I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, it's entirely possible.
So so dance events, like
yeah.
The fucking best thing for me ever is like I can never really dance very much at the main dance, like during the band. Like I love dancing to bands, like, but sometimes I don't feel it. And this has nothing to do with the band. It has completely everything to do with me, and I know that. But late night is where I always get my feeling, get my groove back.
Sauce.
Yeah, seriously.
Steak sauce.
Give me some of that steak and put some of that sauce on it, and you got some late night steak sauce.
Oh my gosh, you had so much fun with the steak sauce.
Oh, now I'm hungry again. God damn it. Okay, so.
Dahlenburg brings up all the foods.
Every time, too. Every fucking time. But late night dancing.
Yeah. Late night dancing. That is some of the fun. I mean, like you brought up the kind of soul room feeling at the end of a weekend, like the late night on Sunday nights or Monday nights or something like that. Or people are letting loose, having a good time.
I know I've had some of my favorite dances like in those rooms where it's just like cut loose, like after contest weekends or just like long weekends of teaching where you just kind of need to hear a little something different.
Yeah.
Out of a Lindy Hop weekend, and I really fucking dig that. And again, like when you were saying about Carl and that feeling of just like going to fucking throwing shit at the wall and see what sticks, and like trying out new ideas, and you're gonna fail a lot, but who cares? Because everybody's in such a fun mood and relaxed way. I feel like every dance I have in those rooms are always fun. Even if they're just like a little basic, and I'm just like grooving around with somebody doing like touch step. Like I still think that's like some of the funnest dancing.
I think this is something that I've been thinking a lot about because it's something I've had to focus on in my improv classes. But my teachers often say like you need to focus on having fun. And I feel like maybe sometimes I don't focus on that enough when I'm dancing. Like just social dancing, I'll just like go out and have a dance, and I'll just kind of like let it be whatever it will be instead of taking more control of the situation and being like, no, I'm going to have fun right now.
Yeah.
And then guaranteeing myself having more fun, which would then guarantee my partner more fun.
I completely agree. And I feel like I've been falling under that too lately. Being out here, I've gone to 2 events just to have fun and do that, feeling like I'm just like telling myself I'm gonna go out there and have fun, and I'm gonna have fun through dancing. I'm not gonna say no to anybody, even like I told you before, like that was just a personal thing. I was just like, I'm just gonna say yes to everybody, see what happens.
Yeah.
And then like try and have that best dance I can possibly have, the fun dance that I can possibly have, and it totally does work. It's kind of
really
like
does.
Yeah, it's kind of like just like it's like dream it, wish it, want it. Like,
yeah,
you know,
get it. And it's so funny because like, okay, it was like maybe 2 weekends ago, I was in a practice and, for improv, and we were like running through a herald, which is like a type of improv structure, and it was going okay. It was okay, and my teacher was like, that was fine, but you guys didn't seem like you were really having fun. And like, he didn't laugh at any of our scenes. Like, a couple of us kind of chuckled through some of them, but it wasn't like we were all rolling on the floor. And he was like, I really feel like you guys just need to have more fun. And then the next herald that we ran, we were having a lot of fun, and everybody was laughing a lot more. And all of a sudden, like, everything became so much more successful because we were having fun.
I like that. No, I could totally fucking feel that, because like I feel like for me, like the fun comes from being weird sometimes. And like as you were telling that story, I'm like, I had this like flashback of like having this lesson that I had a couple weeks ago, and where I was like, you guys just look like you're doing everything right, but it doesn't look like you're having fun. So instead of saying fun, like I was just like, be weird, go out there and fucking make each other laugh, like and just see what sticks, see what happens, see how much you can actually mess up and make it into something gold.
Yeah, it seems so counterintuitive too, you know, to be like, let loose a little bit and have more fun, and you'll end up being more successful.
Yeah, a little bit.
Instead of like trying to be focused and being like, okay, these are the things I'm gonna do, and this is how I'm gonna do it, and it's gonna be really good.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I could see that. I could see that, but I feel like with this dance, if we're going to call it any sort of like artistry or creation, it has to have a gambit of emotions and thought processes. So if you're only on one side of it or the other, like it's not going to completely work. So it's got to have both. Just like a partnership, like you have to have a lead and follow, like you have to have a partner.
Yeah. So yeah.
So it makes perfect sense. So before we got on here, we were kind of discussing about how many social dances we think we've possibly had in our
lifetime,
in our dance lifetime.
We came up with a formula, you guys.
Yeah, and we want you guys to try it too.
This is science.
This is science.
It's proven. We both just did it, and it totally worked. So we believe it can work for you too.
So what we did was we took an average, and everything is about averages in the first two bits, right?
Obviously, because science.
Because I mean, average is a science word, right?
Obviously.
So we took 15 dances. 15 dances.
So you have on average 15 dances a night.
Yes.
When you go out dancing.
And let's say you go out 1.5 times a week.
Sometimes it's twice a week. Sometimes it's none a week. So it's 1.5.
Yeah, 1.5 sounds good. So we times that together. We get
56. Oh, so what did you get?
I got something different. Hold on. 22.5?
22.5. Is that what you got?
15 times 1.5. Right?
Did you use your calculator? Your calculator?
I'm using it right now.
Okay.
15 times 1.5.
22.5. Yeah. We has math. We has math.
And then you times that.
Here's the doozy.
I
don't know if you guys know this. A year, 56 weeks in it. You're welcome.
Hey guys, I didn't know that.
Times that puppy by 56. What do you have?
56, and then I have 1260.
1260. Okay. I'm not doing the math. I'm looking at you.
Fine.
Come on.
Idiot.
God, get your head out of your ass. Okay.
And then times that by
the number of years you've been dancing. How many years have you been dancing, Mikey?
18 years.
Shut the front door. That is too long. You old, son.
My dance life is now of legal age.
That is too much. That is too much.
Now
mine's about to become a bar mitzvah.
Oh, that's so cute. 13-year-old.
I know. It's a 12.
Oh,
12 for girls,
I thought
traditionally.
It was 13. Oh, okay. I mean,
if you were smart, you would know that. But
yeah,
whatever.
I know,
it's fine.
but I don't care about that.
It's fine.
I don't care.
Whatever.
So you want to know what the number I got?
I want to know what the number is.
22,680 social dances in 18 years.
Okay, what did I have? I had 15,120 dances.
That's not bad. It's good.
That's not bad. It's good.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I like
it.
it.
In 12 years.
So if everybody out there wants to try that out, 15 dances times 1.5 times a week, 56 weeks, and then whatever.
I'm sure there's someone out there who's a little better at math than we are.
I bet there's
there has to be somebody, right? Like there's always somebody better than you.
I bet there's someone out there that like has actually like scribbled down how many social dances they've actually had, or like every night they're like, I've had exactly 22 dances tonight.
Yeah, I wonder.
There's gotta be like the amount of people that I've seen go to dance events and like write down in notebooks.
Let us know if you've done that.
So let's move on to the question of the week.
Yes, the question of the week comes from Hannah Manning.
Oh,
I don't know where she's from.
That's Orange County.
Oh, Orange County.
Yeah,
Look
Orange
at that.
County.
Behind the old orange curtain.
It's very old. It's not even a curtain
is.
Anymore. It's more of like a LED screen.
A tattered rag of sadness and despair.
Oh no. This is Orange County, baby. We upgraded.
This is a shishi curtain.
I mean,
it's bejeweled.
We're the county that brought you the OC, Gwen Stefani, and fucking any sushi that you like.
It's kerjazzled.
Kerjazzled. Wow. That sounds like a bad word. I'm not going to say that again.
You're welcome. Okay. She says, at what point in your dancing journey did you really start feeling like you were dancing like yourself? Was there anything that helped you get there?
Oh, easy answer for me.
Yeah.
Is once I stop copying what people were doing on clips and try to figure out what they were getting at instead. What instead of looking at them, I was like looking at what they were looking at, or trying to look at what they were looking at. So for like when I first started, like I was fucking everybody's doing Hollywood style.
Yeah.
And just copying move for move exactly what the clips did. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But I remember doing that for like the first like 3 or 4 years of my dance life. And then after that, I kind of went into my rebellious stage of life, like 16, 17 years old. And so I was like, fuck this and whatever. I'm going to dance however I want to. And that's kind of bad, but also in a good way. It was kind of good for me.
Yeah.
But
is that when you discovered your dance voice?
Kinda. Like it helped me. Like I constructed a way of dancing that was based off of other people, and then I tore that down so I can rebuild myself.
A whole new world.
Don't you dare close your eyes.
A dazzling place I never knew.
Look, I told you not to close your eyes. Now you close your eyes, and now I don't know where I'm going, so I don't know where I'm fucking going.
Okay. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. Fine. It's fine.
It's fine. No, we're done. We're going back.
It's cool. It's fine.
Going back to Agrabah. I'm gonna drop you off of your fucking palace. All right. Calm down. Calm down.
Okay.
You'll be back with your cat. You're back with your cats soon enough, cat lady. Jesus.
Whatever. It's cool. It's cool. No, you do you, Mikey. Go ahead. Continue.
No, that was it. I'm done.
Oh, okay, cool.
That was it.
Anyway.
I deconstructed myself to reconstruct myself, and then Rachel made me feel like a poopy in Aladdin style.
But that was like when you were like 16, 17?
Yeah, for sure.
When you were becoming an adult.
And I think when I was around like for sure 19 to 21, like those 3 years, like I found like what I wanted to do with the dance and my voice.
How long had you been dancing at that point? Like 9 years, 10 years, when you were 21?
8 years, 6 years, 6 to 8 years. I can't remember exactly, but yeah. Okay. But yeah, so I mean, that's
like a good chunk of time.
Yeah, and one of the things I will say is that like I was taking a bunch of lessons, and then I stopped for a long time, and then I took a bunch of lessons again, and that helped me kind of discover what was going on out there.
Yeah.
Not to see what I can copy, or not necessarily that, but like more to go like, what is everybody looking at? What are they going for?
Yeah.
What's that never ending horizon that you're trying to reach for? You'll never get to, but you're still going to run towards like
the final frontier.
The final fucking frontier. Like you have to have a goal. Like what do you want to do with your dancing? Even if that voice changes from time to time, it's okay, but fucking go for something. And don't be ashamed that it's like, well, I want to win a contest. Sure. If that's what you want to do, totally. But if it's like, I want to discover swing outs that no one's ever discovered before, then sure, go for it. Yeah, figure it out.
Yeah.
But what about you? What point in your dance journey did you discover yourself?
In my dance journey, I actually feel like it wasn't until I moved to LA
And you started talking with me, and we had the podcast, and then you just
Yeah.
discovered yourself, and now you're all yay.
Well, yeah, that's right.
All about me.
It's all about me. I feel like, well, it's a couple things. So I feel when I was in Albuquerque, I wasn't really that concerned with my dance voice because I was like teaching so much that it just wasn't on my radar. And also I had a partner at the time. And so it was like, everything was so much more collaborative. But since I moved to LA, like I dance a lot differently than most of the other dancers here. And I don't have a partner. So it's just like me working on my own dancing, not having to worry about anybody else except for me. And I feel like because I'm so different from everybody else out here, it's really given me an opportunity to see what my dance voice actually is. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, totally.
Like I'm already different, so let's push the envelope further. Like, how am I different? Why am I different?
It almost because you stick yourself around so many other people that are one way that you're clearly defined because you're completely different.
Yeah. And I think that it has really, it's just really helped me like see it as like the bigger picture, I guess. Does that make sense? I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
of
not
course.
making sense in my head.
No, maybe if I could, like maybe you were like super focused before and you couldn't see exactly where you were going, but like now you kind of see a broader picture of what you're going towards.
Yes. Yeah, the picture is clearer.
What does the picture look like?
As far as my dance personality goes?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's very reflective of my regular human personality. I think it's fun, pretty buoyant, pretty vibrant. It's got some humor in it. But also, like, I really love to swing out hard.
So a narwhal. It looks like a narwhal.
It looks like a narwhal. Like,
buoyant.
You tell me to jump, and I'm going to say how high. You give me the opportunity to swing out hard, and I'm going to say, how hard do you want to go? Because I will go all the way.
I mean, a narwhal is almost there. Like it's a funny animal. It's the unicorn of the ocean.
It really is.
It really is.
Everybody loves them.
You are
the
unicorn.
Narwhal.
You are the unicorn of the ocean.
Okay. You just called me a unicorn, and I wanna bring this up because I had never heard this term before. But this girl in one of my improv classes calls herself a unicorn, and it's somebody who goes to a swing party as a single person. Like usually you go as a couple, and she went as a single person.
I have no idea about this. This is insane. Go ahead. Continue. Swing culture is insane to me. I mean, not insane. It's like completely different to me. Go ahead.
Foreign.
Yeah. Foreign.
So I was at this improv show, and they were like asking people something interesting that had gone on in their life. And she raises her hand, and she's like, I went to the swing party, and it was fun, but I was really nervous about it because I'm a unicorn. And she like kept going on the story, but then she kept being like, but I'm a unicorn. And everybody on stage was like, wait, I'm sorry, what do you mean by the fact that you're a unicorn? That you're like a unique snowflake?
Right, like most people, like how most people use it.
Yeah, and she was like, no, it's someone who is single who's going to a swing party.
Wow.
And so I just wanted to ask you if you knew, because I had never heard that term before.
No,
if you knew the term, because I wonder if other people know the term, because then I wonder, like, if you're like, hey, you're a unicorn, if somebody, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I've never heard it like that. I've heard it like how I think everybody else has heard it, in the sense of like, you're a unique snowflake, and you're so mythical.
I am a unique
like
snowflake.
And you are, and then at a swing party, apparently you wouldn't be.
Or you are. You're the unique snowflake.
Well, I mean, but you're not. No, but you're not the single unique snowflake.
But you are if you're the unicorn.
But you're not if you're the unicorn at a swing party.
You are, because you're the single one.
Oh God. Oh, me. You're saying me.
No, I'm just saying one. If one.
No, we're talking about me here.
Oh, well, you wouldn't be at a swing party. Not because you don't want to be there, but because you haven't been invited. Go back home. You didn't get the invitation.
God, Rachel, I love you so much. Oh, fuck. You make me laugh so hard. The best. I don't know if like the 5 or 6 people who listen out there, but like I don't care because this is fun for us.
Oh, it's so true. It's really all about us.
With all the stuff we talked about today, like unique snowflakes and best social dances, best contest stuff, and like reliving good memories about our dancing life. I recently found this. I'm not super into like the like quotes on the Facebooks and Instagrams,
You're
but
gonna
like
give us an inspirational quote right now?
yeah, because every once in a while I find some that I'm like, okay, this is cool, and I find it in the moment where I'm like, it means something to me, not just like, oh, it's a vague thing over here, like a fucking fortune cookie, even though most of them are like fortune cookies. So okay,
What is it? Tell us.
This one is okay. Ready? Here we go. Guys, and this is going to be my bright side because I feel like it has to do with all this stuff. So. Don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive. And then go do that. Because what the world needs are people who have come alive.
Deep.
I really like that. I really like that a lot because I feel like that's like, you know, go find what makes you passionate. Go find what makes you feel comfortable and makes you want to reach beyond your comfort zone. And I feel like dancing really does that for me. I don't think it'll ever disappear from my life, but I know it'll change and evolve throughout my life. You know, like I keep saying, like we always talked about, like dancing as a kid, and then like dancing one way, very copying a certain amount of people that danced back in the day, and then like deconstructing that just so I can reconstruct it again. I feel like most people go through that in their normal lives, and then we get to go through this in kind of this experimental life, like this like parallel life that is very similar to ours. Yeah. But at the same time, it is different, and we get to be someone different. Almost, if we go out to a social dance, like almost every 2.5 minutes, we get to be someone different.
It's so true, man. God, it's funny that you say that because I've never, like, I always knew that I would have, like, crises throughout, like, my Lindy Hop identity journey. But I never really thought about it as, like, a separate part of my life until you just said it. And now it's just opened cans of worms.
But, I mean, it's, like, not a separate part of your life. It's just a part of, I mean, I think we're just a big bunch of parts of who we are, and then we stick it all together, and then we call that a person. You know, like it just happens to be like for instance, like the way I like to think about swing dancing is like it's my left arm. It's my left arm because like for so many different reasons. Because I mean, it's my lead arm, and at the same time, it's very vital. Like I use it every day, and I can use it for simple tasks or very complex tasks. But at the same time, I'm not defined by my left arm. You know, like I'm defined by
your right arm.
I am a right hand. I am right-handed. But like the thing is like if I define myself as my arm, then I deny myself the rest of my body. And so like it's a part of me. It's a big part of me, but like it doesn't make up the whole.
You could live without your arm.
Yeah,
you could chop that puppy right off.
Yeah, I could. It would be very, very difficult, but at the same time, I could live without it.
You would learn to live.
Yeah. What's your bright side?
Let's try it.
Fucking crazy. Halloween just passed. Oh my god.
Oh, my bright side. Oh goodness.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm feeling a little stumped this week.
Oh no.
I know. Well, I am looking forward to experiencing a new dance scene in San Francisco. That's gonna be enlightening. Illuminating.
Cool. That's cool because they are. I mean, they're in the same fucking state, but damn,
totally different city.
I mean, and I actually really much appreciate that because it just goes to show you that still every scene is not homogenized. Yeah, we do the dance completely different, and maybe it's just LA, but like LA is different, but San Francisco is also very fucking different. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think something that the California scenes really have going for it is that they're some of the oldest scenes that are around today. And so they have a lot more personality and a lot more culture steeped in them than a lot of the other scenes do. Like
we cultured, y'all.
We cultured y'all. Like Albuquerque on the whole is like a very whitewashed scene because it's still very young.
Mm-hmm.
It's just another strip mall.
I mean, when you're not
You
there,
laugh,
of course
but
it is.
it's true.
Oh, I hate when you don't blink at me. Stop it. It's so weird. But yeah, that's a good one. I'm very excited for you. Hopefully it won't make it any much harder than it already is to schedule our times together. But I wish you all the best,
no.
Rachel. But honestly, I wish you all the best, and I hope it goes well, and I hope you fucking kick ass because you're a kick ass person, and yeah. So
It's
awesome.
the
I send you.
final countdown.
And give- More singing by Rachel.
More singing by Rachel.
Hopefully more to come.
So much more.
So everybody, thank you for listening. You guys can catch us on iTunes, on the SoundCloud, and hit us up on the Facebook. And you can leave us questions. And if you are listening to this, let us know how many social dances you've had in your dance life by following our simple algorithm.
It's science, you guys. It's proven to work.
I mean, it gave us a number.
It gave us a number, that's for sure. That's for sure. And you know what? You know what's so funny? Brett's going to listen to this. Brett listens to our podcast every week. My husband. I have a husband. And
Mr. Dahlenburg.
Mr. Dahlenburg. And every week he comments about something that he doesn't like. He'll be like, this was sloppy. Or, hey, you guys really were random about that one, or like I can't follow this podcast at all. It's really confusing. So he's gonna listen to this, and he's gonna do the algorithm and be like, "That's not right. That's not right. Let me show you how math works."
I can't wait for that. I love that he's the actual voice of all of our listeners. Probably he's like, I have no fucking clue what you guys are doing. I mean, I've never learned anything, but I laugh.
Saying.
I laugh at some things you guys say.
No, he doesn't say he laughs.
No, he doesn't laugh.
He doesn't.
Brett doesn't know how to
this
laugh.
This isn't funny. This isn't funny.
No,
you want to
it's
seem
horrible.
funny? Step aside, amateurs.
Actually, that's a dirty lie. He left a comment on our iTunes thing that says it was very funny.
Really?
So it's written down. It's proven. It is fucking law now.
I love that guy.
I love you, Brett. I miss you too.
What a dude.
All right. So this is Mikey signing off. And Rachel, do you sign off? How do you sign off? I
sign off by saying, bye, y'all. See y'all later. See you on the flip side, dudes and dudettes and all y'all out there. Adios, amigos.
And I just say bye.
Bye.